This is Joe Malone. With me, the head coach of the Mason City Mohawks, P.K. O'Hanley. P.K., start of a new season, regular season, where the points go in the standings, and the Mohawks taking on the very tough Kansas City Jets, splitting varsity-wise, winning last night, and then losing today, Sunday. Your thoughts on how the season started?
Well, it's good to be with you, Joe. I was pretty pleased with our weekend. I didn't like the result on Sunday, but I thought our guys competed. I thought we're a little bit banged up and short on numbers, but I thought the effort was pretty gutsy. And all in all, you go against a team that has numbers that we don't have, and I thought all in all it was a good start for our guys.
So let's go back to Saturday night, late night, and it's a little bit after 10 o'clock real time. There's about 8 minutes left in the third period. Mohawks are down 5-2 and find a way to score 3 goals to tie that game up. I mean, the crowd was buzzing at that point.
They were. It was late. It was a good crowd. I don't think our guys ever panicked. We gave up a couple goals and we were down, but I think our guys had a really good feeling that we could come back and win the game. And we're trying to build a culture, and I think this group. I've been involved now for 3 years. I think they're starting to see what belief can do and what it's going to take. We're not completely there yet, but I thought the belief on the bench, and then you got to get a little bit of luck, but a little bit of luck you get because you work hard, and I thought our guys did that.
I can see just from the couple of games that I've had the chance to watch this season, it looks like people that have played together, those bonds have gotten a little bit tighter, and people are knowing where other people are going to be, so that way when you are trying to center a puck, there's a guy there sometimes.
Yeah, right. It's a long process, and we've got different levels of skill, different levels of skating ability, but I think certainly our top guys with Kellen and Bieber and Pierce, I think those guys really work well together. They played together since they were little guys, and I think there's some good chemistry there. Max Lang has really elevated his game with Jackson Bothwell and Carney. So I think there's 6 forwards there that I think will only get better. I think that was a pretty good start for them, but they're finding their group.
You mentioned Pierce. He had 5 points on Saturday night, 3 goals, 2 assists, at least 1 goal today in the varsity contest. Talk to me about his weekend, because he seemed to be all over the score sheet and the ice.
Yeah, he really had a good weekend. He never shorts you on effort, and he got rewarded for that. I thought his line as a whole did really well, and some pretty goals, and the way you draw them up and the way you work on them in practice. So sometimes I scratch my head wondering if they're listening, but I think they are listening. So it was good for Braden and that whole group. But, again, all in all, a good start. We got a long ways to go. But, when you're playing against one of the top teams in the league for 2 and you have the kind of weekend we had, you would hope that there's some more belief in our room that we can do something here.
Yeah, I mean, you come away with the result against Kansas City, and that's got to be a great building block for, look what we can do.
Yeah, and we talked about it. We didn't like the way it ended with the loss, but we talked about it. We kind of earned it. We did some things that were out of character, but we were right there. And I think the moral of the story as we go forward is that's a top team in the league, and we weren't outclassed, we weren't outmatched, and if we play the right way, good things will happen.
P.K. O'Hanley, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Joe.